unbeaten fighters and major performers. I can't tell you how excited I am about this.
So Eddie Hearn, we're in Liverpool, the home city of Tony Bellew. Just before we get onto him, I just wanted to go on talk about Saturday night quickly. Dust settled on that a bit. Obviously Amir Khan and Kell Brook had a little sort of conversation in the ring. Amir Khan strangely said, "I'm chasing you," and then ran off. It was all a bit strange. How did you sort of see it, and where does that put that fight?
Kell wasn't invited into the ring, but he found his way in, and I think it's a great fight. I mean, I keep thinking about the fight and how it might play out, and that means it's a great fight because I'm just mesmerised by it. They both have a lot of options. You know, Kell Brook has maybe the Errol Spence rematch, Gerald Hurd, Charlo, all tough fights. Khan has Broner, Thurman, Crawford. But still, the biggest fight for both guys is each other. Now we're all together, same promoters, same network. I think there's a better chance of that happening. But I think they'll both fight again this summer. And I like to think November, December could be the time that we finally get to see that one.
At what point do you sort of sit down and start actually talking about it? With both of them, I mean?
Probably the next couple of weeks. You know, I think, like I said, I think both guys will probably fight in July and August, something like that. So they're all looking for the big fights for September, October onwards. So it makes sense, and I think it has to be this year. You know, I think the one big stumbling point is the weight. I think Amir will probably try and make Kell make 147, which is possible, but I think he's a slight disadvantage to Kell Brook. But yeah, as a fight, probably the biggest fight out there for both. Just a brilliant fight, and it's a massive statement from Amir. And, you know, we know Phil LaGreco's not, you know, an elite welterweight, but he's a decent fighter, and you know, he's been rounds and he's very tough, and he just got absolutely blown away by this whirlwind that was the return of Amir Khan.
Tony Bellew, he's back in Liverpool a bit earlier than usual, but he seems very serious. He always sort of does this close. Yeah. How do you sort of see that?
I've seen him a lot more serious for this fight, a lot shorter in terms of, you know, his patience and stuff like that. He's very motivated for this fight. It's again a brilliant fight. You know, the first fight was a brilliant fight, but no one gave him a chance. So, you know, it was Tony's 10-1 on, Hayes 10-1. Now it's an even money fight. No one knows what's going to happen. I believe more than ever Tony Bellew will win this fight by knockout, and I think he'll end the career of David Haye on May the 5th. But we expect Haye to be tougher. We expect him to be probably faster, probably in better shape. It's just something about Tony Bellew tells me he's got his number. And I'm looking forward to the build-up because I think Tony's going to try and get right under his skin, and he's going to really get on his nerves, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Of course, before all that, you're off to America for Danny Jacobs, Katie Taylor, Jarrell Miller, big card in Brooklyn, and a big meeting as well for you away from that fight. Could you just tell us about that with Shirley
Thursday
Winkle?
With Shirley Winkle and Al Heyman, and I think
Al Heyman's going to be there.
Yeah, it'll be there. It's what we need. You know, we've got our thoughts on how the deal should work. We haven't heard back from them for the offer. We haven't had any offers from them, but I've asked for a meeting. They've accepted that, and we'll see how we get on. You know, I can't say enough. That's a fight that we want next. Anthony Joshua has told me I want Wilder next. So we'll do everything we can to make it happen. And we have to move at pace because we've got Povetkin as well, the mandatory, and we've got a negotiation period on that. But you know, this fight shouldn't be difficult to make, in my opinion, judging by where they are at the moment in world boxing. But if everyone can put egos aside, we can make the biggest fight in world boxing, and that's what we hope to be able to do.
Do you think after that meeting you'll be able to say whether they want it or whether they really want it or whether they don't?
No, I think I'll be able to tell you if there's a chance.
What happens in the meeting? Like, you know, from your...
We sit down, we have scrambled eggs and smoked salmon.
Do you think you will?
I think they'll be quite... I don't think they like me. I think that's pretty good. But I think they'll be quite aggressive, and I'll just tell them how it is. If you want to make this fight, this is how we make it work. And it's a massive opportunity for Deontay Wilder. It's the biggest fight in world boxing. If you believe you're going to win, you have to take this fight. But we also have to play our position, which is a position of Anthony Joshua, the biggest star in the sport. Anthony Joshua, a 4-belt holder in the division. But also we have to give the respect to Deontay that he has got a belt and he does have value, but probably not as much as they think.
Will Lou DiBELLA be there?
No.
Did you see his latest?
I did.
What did you make of that?
I think he said, no one cares about me and no one cares about Eddie Hearn. Well, it was 50% right. But again, DiBella's got nothing to do with Deontay Wilder. DiBella is an events coordinator for Al Heyman. So, you know, and if he keeps wearing that hat with a silly earring, I said I'm going to have to banish him from the sport of boxing forever. But I said, I've known Lou a long time. He's a very emotional, passionate person. He just has absolutely nothing to do with Deontay Wilder.
Did you give him any tickets for Daniel Jacobs' show?
Who's that? Lou.
Lou, yeah.
Lou's always welcome at my shows. At my shows, at my house, whatever. He's a character. And I'm just keeping him relevant with the younger generation, that's all.
3 rounds, 3 minutes, 3 fights.
Unbeaten fighters and major performers. I can't tell you how excited I am about this.